A storm of metal unleashes, finding nothing but empty ocean. A stream of defensive fire misses by inches, a testament to the Phantom's audacious flight path. The Whisper finally arrives, delivering its message with a concussive force. The fortress is breached, and suddenly the untouchable are vulnerable. The moment human eyes see what a billion-dollar radar could not. How do you challenge a god of the sea? Not with thunder, but with a whisper. But to understand this chaos, we must go back to a time of absolute confidence. This is the Sentinel, a floating bastion of technological supremacy. Inside its nerve center, the crew operates with practiced, flawless precision. Its digital brain processes threats by the book, fast, high, and conventional. It projects a shield of electronic certainty, a belief that nothing can get through unseen. Its arms are long, its reach is absolute, designed for a predictable kind of conflict. On this ship, procedure is everything. Confidence is standard issue. It moves with the slow, deliberate grace of a predator that fears nothing. On deck, the rhythm of the day is calm, routine, completely unaware of the storm gathering. And that vulnerability was not forged in a foundry, but assembled in a workshop, far from sight. This is a story that goes beyond military, into the realm of pure ingenuity. The materials are simple, almost primitive, wood and composites, not hardened steel. Its path is not guided by a distant hand, but etched into its memory before it ever flies. The heart of the machine is humble, repurposed, but it provides the one thing it needs: persistence. And at its core, a tiny processor holds a single, independent instruction for the final moments. Every seam is sealed not with welds, but with resins. A craftsman's touch, not a factory's. The color is chosen to disappear, to become one with the sea and the twilight. It is the embodiment of a radical idea, that to be unseen is the ultimate power. It carries just enough fuel for a one-way journey. There is no plan for return. It's carried into the fading light, a ghost ready to be given its wings. Placed on a simple rail, it awaits the command that will begin its lonely voyage. The engine sputters to life, a small sound against the vastness of the ocean. It leaves the shore a fragile shape against the waves committed to its path. It immediately drops low, hugging the water's surface, entering the radar's blind spot. Aboard the Sentinel, a shift change. The illusion of a quiet, uneventful night continues. From below, it is a fleeting shadow, indistinguishable from the chaos of the waves. The ghost appears for the first time, a flicker on a screen, too faint to be a threat. A momentary curiosity, dismissed as an anomaly, a ghost in the machine. It presses on, a marathon runner in the final miles, its energy focused, its purpose clear. Even nature's obstacles are just minor inconveniences, easily navigated. It is utterly alone, a single point of intention in a world of open water. The sun dips below the horizon, cloaking the Phantom in its greatest ally, darkness. Aboard the Sentinel, the routine is unbroken. The world outside their steel walls feels distant. It remains steady, a testament to its simple, rugged design. Its internal systems make constant, tiny adjustments, keeping it perfectly on course. It is a creature of the boundary layer, existing between sea and sky. The new watch aboard the Sentinel runs its checks, seeing only what it expects to see. It flies directly into the fading light, using the glare as another layer of camouflage. Life aboard the behemoth goes on, insulated by procedure and technology. It navigates the hulking skeletons of a forgotten industrial age, a ghost among ghosts. A new variable enters the equation, an unplanned encounter. The Sentinel's powerful radar easily identifies the large, slow-moving vessel, a non-threat. The Phantom uses the large vessel's radar signature as a temporary shield, a moment of perfect cover. Once clear, it resumes its original vector. The moment of opportunity was seized. Night has fully fallen. The Phantom is now nearly impossible to spot with the naked eye. The Sentinel's lookouts scan the horizon, their eyes trained for conventional signs of danger. The humble engine continues its steady rhythm, a mechanical heartbeat in the dark. A sudden squall, another test of its design. It adjusts, unfazed by the weather, built for imperfection. The moon appears, casting a silver trail on the water, a path for the ghost to follow. The second flicker, stronger this time, a whisper of a signal that refuses to disappear. A junior officer, his training nagging at him, decides to report the anomaly. But with no persistent track, it's logged as an atmospheric condition. The final warning goes unheeded. Through its own simple optics, the target is now visible, a distant constellation of lights. It makes its final adjustments, conserving energy for the terminal phase. The GPS confirms its position. All pre-flight calculations have led to this exact point in space and time. The captain of the Sentinel takes one last look at the calm sea, satisfied. It has now entered the invisible perimeter, where detection should be certain. The pre-programmed instructions end. The independent brain of the machine begins its work. A lookout's gaze sweeps just meters above the Phantom's path, seeing nothing. It makes a final, subtle course correction, lining itself up perfectly. The Sentinel's close-in defense systems remain dormant, awaiting a command they will receive too late. The water itself seems to part for the low-flying craft, as if making way. The internal systems give one final confirmation. All conditions are met. The final moments of silence before the carefully constructed piece is broken. The internal brain takes full control, immune to any external interference. The machine now operates on pure instinct, its coded objective its only reality. The alarm is sounded, a human voice confirming what the electronics missed. The Sentinel's defenses roar to life, a frantic, delayed reaction. The targeting system struggles, unable to comprehend a threat so low, so unconventional. A stream of defensive fire misses by inches, a testament to the Phantom's audacious flight path. The system reaches its physical limit, unable to depress its angle any further. On the bridge, disbelief turns to cold realization. The final silent approach. The laws of physics are about to be demonstrated. The Whisper finally arrives, delivering its message with a concussive force. The damage is contained, but the impact on psychology is immense. In the aftermath, they replay the data, seeing the ghost they refuse to believe in. The simple genius of the plan is laid bare. 3 tactics working in perfect harmony. The Sentinel wears a new scar, a permanent reminder of its moment of vulnerability. This single event sends a ripple through the strategic thinking of navies worldwide. New orders are written. New procedures are created. The giant is forced to learn.
We make landfall here at dawn.
The Sentinel's own systems are updated, its brain retrained to look for whispers, not just thunder. The scar becomes a badge of experience, a lesson learned in the harshest way. And the creators of the Phantom, their work is done. They proved their point. The true value of a tool is not its price tag, but the idea behind it. This single confrontation has redefined the rules of coastal engagement for a generation. Even the mightiest must return to port to adapt, to evolve. Pride must give way to pragmatism. That is the ultimate law of survival. One ship's hard-earned lesson becomes doctrine for an entire fleet. The Sentinel sails again, scarred but smarter, forever changed by its encounter with a ghost. To understand the future of conflict, you must look at the ideas that drive it. On the open ocean, the game of cat and mouse continues to evolve. But while one challenge is met on the sea, a new confrontation is brewing in the clouds.